Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this link. This is a channel that focuses on reading together separately. I choose a book, I introduce the book the beginning of the month. We will read that book throughout the month, and I will post Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays my thoughts and reflections from the chapter or chapters that we read together separately. The goal is to finish one book per month, 12 books per year in this virtual book club. We have been working through the month of July, Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. Last time I shared my thoughts and reflections for chapter 3, and today I am sharing my thoughts about chapter 4. So before I begin, I want to share with you this disclaimer, and that is, in no way am I trying to present these concepts and ideas as my own. I am just simply sharing with you what my thoughts and takeaways were to encourage you to read the book yourself. Before I dive into chapter 4, I also want to encourage you, if you have not picked up this book, there is still time. This book is available wherever books are sold, and so if you have not started reading, you can watch previous episodes and catch up to where we are right now. So without further ado, let's dive into chapter 4. And chapter 4 is titled, It's a Jungle Gym and Not a Ladder. And here are my thoughts and takeaways from chapter 4. Number 1, Sheryl has a recommendation, and the recommendation is to have 2 concurrent goals: long-term dream and an 18-month plan. Number 2, career spreadsheet should just focus on one item, which is the potential for growth. Number 3, women should be more open to taking risks in their career. Number 4, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. And number 5, do not wait for power to be offered. And before I dive into the items that really spoke to me or what I want to emphasize more, let me say this. In this book, we have learned that Sheryl Sandberg is a very ambitious woman who has been a part of executive teams for Fortune 500 companies. But I wanted to share with you all that not everyone has that same level of ambition, and not everyone is trying to climb the corporate ladder. Take myself, for example. My focus in my career, in my day job, is I want to be the best individual contributor that I can be, and to be a very highly skilled professional in my area of profession. And so for me, I am not at all trying to climb the corporate ladder as far as I am trying to become a part of upper management or be part of an executive team. That is not my professional goal. My professional goal, as I just stated, is just to be the very best in the job that I am doing. And the reason why, for me personally, is that at the end of the day, when I am finished with my work day, I don't want to have to think about work. I want to be able to focus on other things that are very important to me. For example, with me not having such a high demand job as far as my professional life, it gives me the ability to explore other hobbies, spend time with family, and focus on things that are really important to me without something lingering in the back of my mind saying, you know, I have to get to these emails. I got to jump on a conference call during my vacation because of the level of leadership or responsibilities that I have. And that is just personally for me. And so that might not apply to others. And I really encourage you, as we're reading through this book, to figure out what your own goals are. This is just from her, speaking from her perspective, her vantage point, from her career, in which those our leadership was a goal for her. And I'm also want to just say this as a disclaimer. I am not saying that you can't do outside things if you are in leadership too. Like, she can have a very healthy family life and have hobbies and excel in those things as well. But I will say that when you have a very heavily responsible role in an executive suite, that it becomes more challenging to set boundaries, and you have to be very intentional in order to set those boundaries when you have those type of leadership roles. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you real quickly. I wanted to really emphasize two things. One, she talks about having two concurrent goals. So having a long-term dream, things that you're working for in the long term, it could be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and then having an 18-month goal. And she talked about in the book for her 18-month goal, it's really focusing on sharpening different skills and having something that is attainable, that is not, it's over a year, but not a long-term goal at the same time. And then number 5, it says, don't wait for power to be offered. And with that, I think that she's really encouraging, you know, women, because this book is really targeted towards women, to not wait for someone to offer you power, but to walk in that power and authority that you have just as a person, as a contributor. Like, there are things that you can contribute, and you don't have to wait to be tapped on the shoulder to do those things, but you can speak up. And she talked about this, you know, in meetings and bringing ideas and really taking that power for yourself and not waiting for someone to give it to you. So those are a few things that I wanted to just highlight in chapter 5. Next time we will be reviewing chapter 4 we did today. Next time we will be reviewing chapter 5. I always like to leave you with just a couple of things. One, take some time to read today. Read something that will inspire you, share a great story, or sharpen some type of skill set. And number 2 is please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I really need your help with subscriptions, and I would love to hear comments from you. How are you enjoying the book? What have you learned so far? And what do you think about some of the concepts and ideas that Sheryl has presented in this book? Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy reading.